friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So in today's video, I have recently purchased some new products from Laura Geller, and I know that a few of these products are actually new to her website as well. And I have been using these the last few weeks and thought I would go ahead and give you reviews on all of these new products. So I hope that that can be helpful. Let's go ahead, we will jump in and get started. All right, so the first new product that I recently purchased is called the Wonder Balm. The Wonder Balms are currently on sale for $12.80 and come in 4 shades. I picked the shade Nice and Natural. On the website, it claims that these weightless beauty balms are Laura's secret to a no-makeup makeup glow you crave. Each provides a gentle touch of hydration that perfects your skin with a subtle, natural-looking glow. Pick up a highlighting skin tint for an all-over glow or add one of the blush shades for a pop of natural-looking color. Each plays great with the Baked Balance and Brighten foundation, too. So this product did intrigue me, and I watched the video that Laura Geller did herself explaining these balms and how to use them, and it looked to me like they're basically just like topper blushes or topper highlighters on your cheekbones, and that is how I applied it. But essentially what I found this to be for me is just a greasy highlighter, basically. Its balmy texture really doesn't set down on my skin, and the days that I would try to put this on as a highlighter just over my cheekbones, I found that it just stayed feeling like heavy and greasy. My hair would get caught in stick onto my cheeks because it just took so long to dry down or to set. And so I'm just confused on how you're really supposed to use this. So for me, this is something that I was kind of a disappointment. Have any of you tried this Wonder Balm in the shade that I got, Nice and Natural, or in any of the other shades? And do you like it? And how do you use it? I don't know. I'm still always like kind of trying this out to see if I can find a way that I would like to use this, but I haven't yet. So the Wonder Balm for me was a disappointment. Honestly, not too impressed with this one. All right, the next product that I ordered is her Spackle Primer with the SPF. The Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer with SPF 30 is currently on sale for $22.80, and this is a hybrid sunscreen containing 2 chemical filters as well as zinc oxide. On the website, they claim that this is the perfect way to prep, protect, and perfect your complexion in one step with this multitasking primer that imparts a subtle pearl glow. The silky smooth, reef-friendly formula is enhanced with broad-spectrum SPF 30 to shield skin from harmful UVA and UVB rays and blue light. Minimize the appearance of pores, fine lines, and imperfections. Keep your skin looking fresh and your makeup lasting longer. Antioxidants like ginkgo biloba leaf extract and green tea extract help to soothe and brighten your complexion, while azelaic acid and witch hazel promote smoother skin and tighter looking pores. Now, to me, even though this is a hybrid sunscreen, it feels very much like a mineral sunscreen, where it does have a heavier feel if you apply the correct amount to get the SPF that is on the label. I did think it left a slight white cast, but not terrible. And even though this is not a primer that I prefer, probably just because I don't like the heavy feel of this, if you like mostly mineral sunscreens, this could be something that you would really enjoy. But I tend to prefer just the chemical formulations of sunscreens because they just feel lighter on the skin. But I will say this looks really pretty under the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten foundation, and my makeup did seem to last very well all through the day. So this did work well under her powder foundation, and I did think that it looked pretty, but the problem with me is that this does feel just like a typical mineral sunscreen that I don't prefer. Now, if you prefer mineral sunscreens in general and you don't mind the heavier feel, you might really like this. And I do think it's a nice thing to be able to pair those two steps together and just have a sunscreen that works well as a primer, because like I said, the powder foundation, the Baked Balance and Brighten over this looked very nice. So for me, this is kind of a no, and that's just because mineral sunscreens are not my thing. But if you like them, you could really like this product. But like I said, it's just not quite for me, but wanted to go ahead and share my thoughts on this one. Now, I don't know if any of you have been on the Laura Geller website recently, but there is a lot of skincare on there, but most of it is the Bliss brand of skincare. I think that's Bliss is the brand. So I think she has partnered with them, and that's why you can buy those products on the Laura Geller website. But when I was shopping around, I happened to find something that was new that is from Laura Geller, and this is called her Cold Cream, and this is the Makeup Removing Cleanser. The cold cream is currently on sale for $20.90. And on the website, they describe this as Laura's take on a classic cold cream that helps to melt away makeup, dirt, and grime gently and effectively, working to leave your skin refreshed and moisturized. It hydrates as it gently lifts away makeup and impurities, enriched with lovely skin conditioners like shea butter and olive oil, blended with vegan plant-based peptides to help improve skin's elasticity. You are supposed to massage a thin layer over dry skin to help dissolve makeup and impurities. Remove by wiping with cotton pads or a wet washcloth, then rinse if desired. Now, this cleanser intrigued me as a first step in a double cleanse to take off your makeup and sunscreen, because I do remember my one grandmother using Pond's to take off her makeup when I would stay with her for weekends, and she would put the Pond's all over her face and then take tissues and wipe off her makeup. And I just always thought that was very neat. I personally never really used cold cream as a makeup remover, but wanted to try this because it sounded kind of unique. So the texture is really neat, and it is that like cold cream texture, I guess. But I did find when I was using this for my first cleanse that I had to use quite a bit of this to feel like I had the slip and I was really removing all of the makeup and sunscreen. Now, I did want to point out though that for me personally, I have been wearing just tubing mascaras. So they're really easy to remove with just water, and you don't really need a makeup remover to rub into your eyelashes to remove the mascara. So I did not try this to remove mascara or waterproof eye makeup. It takes off eyeshadow very easily, and I did feel like it took off my makeup and sunscreen. It didn't feel like I had a layer of anything on my skin. So I can't say that there's actually anything wrong with this cold cream cleanser, but I just don't prefer it. I prefer a balm cleanser for my first cleanse. So if you like the cold cream texture, if you like something like that, you might really enjoy this. And I mean, I think it just comes down to a preference. So it's just not my preference. It's not my first choice, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I think it did a good job removing the makeup. So some of you might really enjoy this if you do like the old style cold cream. It's updated with being fragrance free, I think, which makes it maybe a little bit more enjoyable, because I do remember the Pond's having quite a strong fragrance. So this was kind of a neat addition to see on her website, but after trying it, it still wasn't something that I would repurchase. All right, and the last product that I picked up is this Italian Marble Glossy Lip Tint. This Italian Marble Glossy Lip Tint is currently on sale for $12.60. It comes in 5 shades, and I picked the shade Rosé Spritz. On the website, they describe this as an indulgent formula that blends marbleized pigments directly on your lips for a multi-dimensional hint of color. A blend of nourishing shea, mango, and cocoa butters leave lips soft and conditioned, never sticky, and always comfortable. A soft, glossy finish that looks simply radiant. So having just applied this though, every time when I put this on and have tried it, it feels gritty. There is a little bit of grit in this lip gloss, which is obviously not enjoyable and not what I am looking for in a lip gloss. And it's funny because years ago, she used to make one of my favorite lip glosses, and I don't remember what the name of it was, but I loved that lip gloss. That one never felt gritty. This feels gritty every single time I first apply it. The gritty feeling does go away, but you know, there's so many lip glosses out there that don't make your lips feel gritty right away that you could probably find something you like a lot better than this one. So this lip gloss here is another product that I wasn't terribly impressed with, but wanted to give it a try, and hopefully this little review can be helpful to you. So overall, I hope that this didn't sound like a complete bashing of Laura Geller, because my longtime viewers know that I absolutely love so many of her products, and that Baked Balance and Brighten foundation and her bronzer are two of my very favorite, like, holy grail products. I really just did want to give you my 2 cents on these products in case you happen to be looking at the website. And obviously these are just my opinions. We're all different and we all like different things, but if it can be helpful to you to make a decision and maybe save you some money, if something that I shared with you is something that you just don't want to even try, I hope it could be helpful. But I'd love to hear in the comments what you've tried from Laura Geller recently, or if you've tried any of these and what your thoughts were. I always love to hear what is working for you and what is not. It's always helpful to me too. So thank you so much, friends, for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.